home, and it always seems like it takes me longer to get there than it did to go wherever I went as I was leaving, because I'm still anxious to be with my wife. I love my wife. Always loved her kids. When our kids were home, I never felt like we needed a vacation from the kids. Cheryl and I have talked about it 1,000,000 times. I know kids can be a handful sometimes, but we loved our kids. We didn't say, we just need a break from these little brats, Man, we took them with us. And if they was bratty, we whooped them. I said something the other day about that. Now, don't be shocked. I mean, that's Bible. We enjoy each other. We got a big family. That doesn't mean we're all walking with the Lord like we ought to be, but I'll tell you, I'm thankful for our family. Y'all, it's hard for me in my mind to separate my family from my church family. Y'all are part of our life. We love you. Samuel and Iris have been gone a few years. It's so good to see them come home. I mean that as a blessing. When Patrick and Andrea walked in, I thought, man, we're going to have revival here. All these years gone by, I mean, he was a little kid when he left. Charlie and Patty have been gone, come back, and Art and Barbara have been gone, come back way back there. He's just messing around the army. Don, Jenny. Think of all the years in many people's cases. But y'all, your church family is your family. My kids that are gone, they ask about many of y'all by name. They don't know all of you, but they know some of you. Listen, it's good and it's right for people to love each other. It's good for you to fellowship outside the church. I mean that. I know that some places have taught otherwise, but don't you believe that. That's not of God. I'm not suspicious. Y'all get together and y'all having meetings at your house, or you're having a prayer meeting or something, and we didn't have a meeting to authorize your meeting. You didn't call me first to ask me if it's okay. You just go right ahead and have it. And I want to tell you something. I've given you to God. You doing something over there that ought not be done, God will take care of it. And I will tell you that years ago we had 3 men that was doing something that ought not be done, and I showed up at their meeting, and it ended. But people ought to love each other. You ought to get along. You ought to pray for each other. You ought to know what's going on in people's lives. Listen, trust each other. How are you going to pray for one another's needs when you don't know? And people are so scared, they're afraid people are going to find out you're human. We already know. Don't y'all know that I'm human? I know, you know. Ask Cheryl and she'll tell you. But people, they ought to love each other. Our missionaries, y'all come on now. Our missionaries come back here. Could y'all tell that Rico felt close to our church? Many of these people that come here, Brother Hinkle, they're not just talking. When they come in and say, we look forward so much to coming here, they didn't get that out of some textbook. You're supposed to say things like that when you go around travel from place to place. It ought to be like that because you love each other. When you don't have that kind of love at home and that kind of love in your church, something missing. You ought to feel it. If there's something that's disturbed it, if you're a part of it only in part, then do something about it. I tried to say it Sunday in the bulletin, let your guard down. Drop your defenses. We're not fighting. We're fighting the devil, but we're not fighting each other. These people loved each other, and there's no apology. And God tells it just like it is. They loved each other. When Paul was leaving, they were all praying, and they were hugging him, and they was telling him, we love you, Paul. Thank you so much. And he was telling them he loved them. It was just a good meeting. That's a good meeting. Now, while I'm on that, don't say, you think on this, don't say that meetings like that are a waste of time. Do y'all know that sometimes the church needs to be built up and needs to be fed, needs to be healthy for it to bear fruit, good fruit? Sometimes we bear fruit after our own kind, and the kind of fruit that we bear is the same kind of weak, sickly fruit that we've been. Are y'all with me? We want to be close to God, and we want to have people that we influence and impact that are close to God. Please, I hope that you'll get this and take it home with you tonight and think on it. Let's go to the Lord in prayer.